Hey guys, welcome back to Halligan Moto. I'm going to tell you a story today about a weekend ride that I did with my Red Knights chapter that just didn't go as planned. Let me set it up for you. This ride has been planned for a couple months, and during the last 2 months, it has shifted to rain on Saturday and Sunday of this ride. There was 2 events that we were doing. In both Saturday and Sunday, it's supposed to rain. So, both events come out and say, hey, look, rain or shine, we're holding the event. Motorcycles are welcome to join. So, we talked with our VP, me and my dad talked with our VP, and VP said, look, I'm riding. Me and my dad said, cool, we're not going to ride alone. We'll ride with you. We went to Sports Academy that night. Me and my dad both bought some rain gear. My dad got like the full ensemble, and I was only able to get a rain jacket. But we were ready. Saturday morning, as soon as we open the garage, it's starting to rain, starting to sprinkle. So backing down the garage, it's already starting to get wet. It is what it is. We ride to the spot. I believe we met up at like a QT or something, and fill up on gas, and it's go time. We got to make it to Statesville. That's where the first ride was. So we get riding up to Statesville. As we get going, it starts raining a little bit harder, starts raining a little bit heavier, and kind of sets the mood for the day. Hey, look, it's gonna rain today a lot. So we ride and we make it. We make it to Statesville, and it was raining pretty good, and we still had like a ceremony and a whole event to do, and then we had the next ride to make it to where we were going. We were going to Richmond, Virginia. We still had to ride all the way there in this piss poor rain. We do our ride, do our event, we eat some lunch, and we start hightailing it. We're looking at the weather app. Look, if we leave right now and we hightail it, to the state line, we can get out of this rain. And let me tell you, it's like Mother Nature heard us. The second we got up on Interstate 40 and started hightailing, the rain caught right up with us, and it followed us the whole way. If we stopped, the rain stopped like at that spot with us, and then kept going when we did. So before we make it to the hotel, we had just rolled over the Virginia state line. And my VP's wife was riding on the back, and none of us have like cardos or anything to talk to with one another. And she starts pointing her hand up at a rest area sign, and it's raining pretty heavy. So we're like, okay, maybe she just needs to go to the bathroom. So we pull into the rest area. We get underneath some cover, and she standing there with us, and we're like, what are you doing? We thought you had to use the restroom. And she was like, no, I was pointing to a sign that said welcome to Virginia, which we had passed that a couple miles back. So we're all standing there in the pouring rain underneath this shelter, and we're like, well, someone better go to the bathroom if we stopped in this rain. We all kind of joked and laughed about that for a little bit, and we did end up using like the restroom, getting some snacks and stuff, and it was a good time to stop. But it was just so crazy. And then from there, it was probably another hour and a half, 2 hours back like to where we were heading. I was right outside Richmond, Virginia. I'm not sure the exact city. But we ride up there, throw our stuff in the hotel room, and then we go meet up with all the other Red Knights that were meeting us in the area. We went and had a really nice dinner. We ended up taking, we took an Uber from the hotel to the restaurant, and then our Red Knight actually brought us back to the hotel. But we wake up Sunday morning, I look up the window, and it's raining. And it was just raining the whole day Sunday. But we knew we signed up for it. At the time, I didn't have saddlebag speakers in my Road Glide. So all my clothes were pretty dry. So I did have some dry clothes for a little bit in the morning, and then it started raining. So we make it to the area that we're riding, and the rain chilled out for a little bit. And it was a good ride. It was a long ride. It was about 86 miles. I believe. It could have been shorter than that, but it felt like 86 miles. It was a really long ride. It was about an hour and a half. So we do our ride, we hang out at the event, eat lunch. Then it's time to go home, and it's like Mother Nature was waiting on us to leave, because the second we get on 85 South heading back towards Concord, it starts raining again, and it just followed us all the way home. So 4 hours of riding later, we make it home. I think it ended up being a little bit longer than 4 hours. We did some stops to do some rides with Red Knights, and as we pulled into the driveway, I pulled right up in the garage, and my dad stopped to check the mail. Well, I heard something fall. Something heavy fell. So I quickly hop off the bike, I turn around, and my dad is just laying he's on the bike, the bike's laying on its side. He's like, I'm okay, I'm just so wore out, so tired of this rain. So I ran down, I picked Dad up, helped get his bike in the garage, and that was it. That was the weekend. So if you have any crazy stories like that, where you plan a ride and just the Mother Nature has different plans for you, let me know in the comments. But that was my story. This is Halligan Moto. Ride safe, stay strong.